In a small village at the edge of the Tana River plains in Kenya, where the soil was red and the mornings smelled of dew and wood smoke, lived an old woman named Wanjiku and her husband Mzee Kamau. They were farmers, simple people whose lives followed the rhythm of the land. Before the sun rose, Kamau would tap his walking stick against the floor. "Wanjiku," he'd say softly, "the maize is waiting." And she would smile, tying her faded headscarf. "The land waits for no one," she'd reply. They had farmed together for more than 50 years. Their hands were rough, their backs bent, but their love was still young. They planted maize side by side. They weeded in silence. They shared one gourd of water under the acacia tree. At sunset, they walked home slowly, fingers interlocked like two roots refusing to separate. They had buried children. They had survived droughts. They had slept hungry and laughed full. Through everything, they never left each other. One evening, as the village drums echoed from afar, Kamau held Wanjiku's hand and spoke quietly. "When I leave this world," he said, "do not stay behind to suffer alone." Wanjiku's eyes glistened. "And you," she whispered, "do not go where I cannot find you." So they made a promise. They would leave this world on the same day. Not out of fear, not out of sadness, but out of love. Years passed. One cold morning, Kamau did not rise from his mat. His breath was shallow, his eyes peaceful. Wanjiku sat beside him, cradling his head. "You remember our promise?" she asked. Kamau smiled weakly. "I have never broken my word." As the sun climbed into the sky, Kamau's breathing slowed and stopped. Wanjiku did not cry. She lay beside him, her hand still resting on his chest. She whispered the names of their children, the seasons they had lived through, the fields they had worked. By sunset, the old woman closed her eyes, and she did not open them again. The villagers found them the next morning, lying side by side, hands joined, faces calm. They buried them together at the edge of their farm. To this day, elders say the maize in that field grows taller than the rest, because the land remembers love.